Right, we're busy with question 2, fixed assets, June examinations, grade 11. Okay, so in the previous video we looked at what was given. Alright, so let's start with 2.1, and I'm first going to show you how to record the depreciation on the equipment that was sold. Okay, so you've got a statement like this. We've got your dates. This specific equipment was sold, and at the end of the financial year, the year end is 31st of December. 2019 was the end of the first year, 2020 was the second year, and then you sold it on the 1st of July. So then you have to work out depreciation till then. Okay, so let's look at the information on that. Old equipment was sold for 38,000 and an EFT was received. The equipment was originally bought on 1 September 2090 at 60,000. So the cost price was 60,000 Rand, okay, that we bought it for. Okay, so what do they require of us? Okay, so firstly, you need to work out the depreciation. Accumulated depreciation is obviously depreciation that's added to each other at the end of each year, and carrying value is what it's worth at the end of the year. Okay, so firstly, I'm just going to make a note here. What did you buy it for originally? That was 60,000 Rand. That's the cost price. Okay, just take that into account. Now, when did you buy it? It was bought on the 1st of September at 60,000 Rand. Now, what is your depreciation method? 20% per year using the carrying value method. Okay, so to work out depreciation, we have to start by looking at what your cost price was and working out the depreciation on the cost price. Remember, we bought it on the 1st of September, and the financial year end is normally the 31st of December. So we have to work out from the 1st of September till the 31st of December. Alright, so the first one there will be the following. Alright, so if I draw that line, we're going to do it till the 31st of September. We're busy with 2019, and we bought it when? On the 1st of September. So if I look there, 1st of September, the 9th month, so it is September, October, November, December, so that's 4 months. Right, so I'm going to take 60,000 Rand times 20%. In the first year, there's no funny things that you have to do or deductions or anything. You just use the 60,000 as is, times 20% times 4 over 12, because there's 12 months in a year. So your depreciation on the first year till the end of that year will be 4,000 Rand. Remember, it's not a full year, it's only 4 months. So that was the depreciation. So accumulated depreciation, there's only the 4,000 to accumulate, will give me the 4,000 Rand there. How did I get to the carrying value? It's obviously, it's a 60,000 minus that 4,000 Rand to get to what it's worth now. Okay, so show your calculation like you showed your calculations here. Accumulated depreciation, nothing else to show but the 4,000 Rand which you got there, and carrying value is the 60 minus the 4,000 Rand. Show your calculations whenever you can. Right, for the second year, it's the diminishing value method. So when at the end of 2019, what's the carrying value? It's 56,000. So you must start the beginning of the next year. When you're doing your calculation, you must start with that 56,000 times the 20%, and now it's for full year. So it is from the 1st of the 1st till the 31st of the 12th, and this is the year 2020 that we are working with. Okay, now that's the depreciation for that year. So accumulated would be the 4,000 plus the 11,200. So you can show it here, 4,000 plus 11,200 to get to the 15,200. Show your calculations. Now, carrying value is what it's worth at the end of the year. So now, you normally, when you're doing carrying value, you start with your 60,000 that it was worth right at the beginning of the year, or when you bought it, the cost price, which you got there, minus the 15,200, and that will give you the 44,800. Lastly, beginning of the next year, so you're going to start your next year the 1st of January, and you sold it on the 1st of July. So how many months is that? That's 6. 1 to 7 is 6 months. So that's only 6 months that you're going to use. Alright, so what do you start with? You start with your carrying value at the end of the previous year, which was 44,800. Right, we start with that value minus the 20% minus 6 over 12, because it's only 6 months that you had it. You can only work out depreciation for the time that you had it in that year. You didn't have it in August or September or November or whatever. You only had it till that day. Remember, the first day of a month, we don't see it as important for the calculation. We literally work out those 6 months before that, because it could have been the first second of just the first minute, maybe after 12 o'clock. So we're not going to take that into account. Alright, so we work it out, and it's 4,480. That's the depreciation that you show for the 2021 year. So if I'm doing the 2021 year, I'm using this depreciation. If I'm working with the 2020 year, working with that. 2019 year, only the 4,000 Rand. Now, how does it work now? Accumulated. So how do I get to the 19,000? It will be the 4,000 plus the 11,200 for the previous year, plus the 4,480 to get me 19,000. So that is accumulated depreciation of the vehicle. So this will be taken out right at the end when we're doing the next calculation. But alright, so that's all the accumulated depreciation. So to be able to get the carrying value, we take the 60,000 Rand cost price minus all the accumulated depreciation, which was the 19,680, and that's why the carrying value in your books will now be 40,000. It will be worth 40,320. So if I sell it for 45,000, I'm obviously making a profit. If I sell it for 35,000, I'm making a loss, because the value, the actual value of the equipment is worth 40,320, taking into account our depreciation method.